make do.
I just realized we were muted for that entire intro.
We were not muted. No. Okay.
Oh my god! I am so sorry, everyone. We were muted.
We're gonna do a quick recap. Okay. We come back to town. It's burning. Poo-poo. We don't like that. Goblin tries to attack us. We destroy his ass. Easy peasy. Mother Bethel and Lieutenant tell us that this is bad and we gotta go back to the dungeon to destroy whatever's there. We go back to the dungeon. We find weird metal skeletons and some dungeon delver hunters. They're hunting dungeon delvers. They're disrespectful. We destroy them, take their dungeon delver shield, and find a fucked up 3D printer. The evil 3D printer 3D prints an evil abomination of goblin parts. We kill it, and then we destroy the machine, and we come back, and we're still hurt, but we did destroy the goblin dungeon machine.
Yes,
the
yes,
evil
you did.
3D printer.
And you made it back to town, bruised and battered, but alive. When you did arrive, the sounds of the village being repaired permeates the air. You did notice the inn is still half collapsed and no one is fixing it. Golden Wolf here did actually inspect the farmland at the outskirts of the town. He noticed that ashes have been spread over the grounds, possibly from the burnt houses. He then patted a corn, and the corn bounced up and down happily. And now they are on their way to see Mama Bethel.
Yeah.
All right, now that faux pas has been fixed.
Let's go. Good morning, God. Why is it morning?
He lowers, he stops hammering for a second, looks over and says, "Good morning. Glad to see you're alive."
Thank you. You as well. Glad the construction looks like it's going around great.
It could be better. We're running low on supplies, but I did hear that we'd have sent some more people out to gather some.
That's really good. Hope for the best. Well, yeah, I'm going to Mount Bethel, so bye-bye.
Right, she should be in front of her home with lieutenants.
Oh, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well.
Yeah, carry on.
Okay. You do notice that there are more guards around helping farmers and the like, repairing when they can.
But it's too much considering work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make our way over to Mama Bethel.
You know that she's to the right of the split
Right,
there.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember. Hey, you grew up, you knucklehead.
As you
It's
turn
been a long day.
as you turn the corner, you see Mama Bethel and Lieutenant speaking. She does take notice of you and waves you over happily.
Waste. Okay.
She speaks up first. "Oh, I am so happy that your old mate is back. Is everything taken care of? Can we rest easily?"
Yes, the machine has been defeated.
"Oh, thank goodness." And Lieutenant will pipe up. "We've not heard any hide nor hair of any more..." Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. There was a glitch.
"We've not heard nor seen hide nor hair of any more goblins. I think they've either moved on or hopefully someone else is taking care of them. But we'll be keeping an eye out. We've still not received any word from Ire about any Delvers. We did receive word from Golden Wolf, your parents. They did say that they have made it to Ire safely and are waiting at the inn to hear back from the guild. I'm not sure what's going on. They seemed at a loss as much as we are." But,
Click.
that's unfortunately all the news that we have at this time. if you will excuse me, Mama Bethel, I will get more men and start work on repairs around the village in some of the other locations we've not begun. And he'll put his hand to his chest with a metal clank, and he will walk away.
All right.
Have a good day.
So these dungeon delvers, eh? What's going on with them, I wonder?
I'm not quite sure. All I know is that typically when one makes a request, they send someone as quickly as possible as, well, as you know, the dungeons that appear are quite dangerous and typically potentially cause issues for villages around them. To not have any request fulfilled is unheard of. I'm not sure what is going on in Ire.
Yeah, the quick as possible would have left us in ashes by now.
Yeah, well, I do gotta say one thing. There was some dungeon delver hunters down there, and I picked up the shield from them. I don't think it's a good sign. And I hold up my shield with the dungeon delvers logo on it.
Well, it has a hunter's logo.
Oh, the hunters. I thought
Yeah.
it was the dungeon delvers.
No, it's Dungeon Delver Hunters. Sorry, it's a mouthful.
Okay.
That is alarming. I've not heard of hunters of dungeon delvers. That could potentially be the reason why, but it's strange that we've not heard back from the guild at all. Neither has your parents, Golden Wolf. It's very strange.
Maybe it'd be a good idea. What do you guys think if we bunker down for the night, get ourselves some rest, and then maybe head up to Ire tomorrow and check out what's going on at the guild hall, at the Dungeon Delvers Guild Hall.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We definitely see what's going on. If they're not responding to us, hopefully something they didn't happen that overpowered them.
Yes, it is alarming. At least Golden Wolf's parents, they never said anything in their letter that they were in any danger at Ire. Ire seemed fine, it's just that the guild seemed not very responsive to any of their communications, even when in person. It's very strange. I almost forgot. And she'll reach on her back and she'll pull out a brown package. Is Wetwood with you? I can't see him.
I turn around, give him an uppies, and put him down next to me.
You pick him up, and I don't know if he struggles, I'm assuming he doesn't, and you place him in front of Mama Bethel.
Yeah, I place him in front of Mama Bethel. Yeah, he is a little itty bitty.
Oh, there's the little one. Juno stopped by.
Juno's alive?
Yes, she seemed quite fine. A little bit out of breath. She might have ran here, or however she gets around. As you know, she typically doesn't come to the village herself. She typically sends you. Was quite alarming to see her after all these years. But she wanted me to give you this. She said you would know what to do with it, and I think there's a letter in it as well. I'm not quite sure. I would assume that there's a letter, but... And she'll hand you this brown package.
I'll take it and tuck it under my arm.
And Percy,
Yes?
I do have some unfortunate news.
Oh no.
When we were putting out the fire at the inn, as you left, we found Morris. He was in the kitchen. He didn't make it.
What? No, but...
We buried him next to the inn, and you may want to see him. I'm sorry to bear this news. Beth is beside herself, and he actually bequeathed her the broken wheel in his will, and she wants to repair it, but she's taken aback. Of course.
I just kind of exchanged some glances with the rest of the party, some like oh shit type glances, like whoa, oh no.
That's really unfortunate news. I don't really know what to say.
I do apologize. It's never easy, and if you need someone to cry on, I am here. After all, I'm waterproof.
Oh, thank you, Mama Bethel.
Of course,
I think,
dearie.
I just need some time to process.
Of course. As the inn is still down, I do welcome you to stay in my home. Golden Wolf, your home is of course open to you. That is, after all, your home. There is the orphanage too. It took very little damage. I believe that they set up some beds in there as well. And she'll point to this building here, as you know is the orphanage.
Well, sorry. Well, I'm glad the kids are doing all right.
Yes,
In my heart always.
aside from 2 guards and, of course, Morris, during the attacks we've only lost those 3.
Oh. Well, I thank you, Mama Bethel, for the information. I think it might be time for us to go and rest.
Of course. Just let me know if you wish to stay here or wherever, and we'll make accommodations as needed.
All right. Are any of our houses standing besides Golden's?
Well, the orphanage is standing, where Percy and Wetwood stayed. Andrea, I think you actually lived in the orphanage as well.
Okay.
I didn't think you had your own separate home.
Okay, yeah. I think we'll just stay in the orphanage. Sorry, my bad. I think we'll just stay in the orphanage for the night. All right, come on, guys. We'll stick around in my my little spot in there.
Very well. Of course, Andrea. And Mama Bethel will waddle herself back into her hut. So you all are just gonna go rest now, or?
I'm chilling. I'm making making one last meal here before we head to our.
Okay.
Use a little help in the kitchen, Golden Wolf.
I stayed right next to you, lick.
Okay.
So I'm doing a little blip.
So you two are cooking dinner. Percy and Wetwood, what are you two doing?
I'm just, I think, gonna go to my bed and just lay down.
Okay. Wetwood?
Well, having not lived here for quite some time, I likely don't have a room, so I'll probably just follow Percy.
Fair enough. Okay. What are you cooking, Andrea?
I'm making Mama's special spaghetti and meatballs. Let's go. The
All right,
secret
so
is I use venison for the meatballs.
oh, so you make a delicious meal of spaghetti and meatballs. I'm assuming just for you, or for the rest of the orphans as well.
I gotta take care of my kids. Of course, I'm gonna have the other.
Okay.
orphans here.
So you make a helping hefty helping of spaghetti and meatballs. Sorry, Mama Special spaghetti and
Mama
meatballs.
Special spaghetti and venison meatballs.
And you all do enjoy a very lovely meal. As the night begins to encroach, the sun is beginning to set on the outside. The remaining orphans are inside, winding down for the evening. The other orphan masters are helping put them to bed and putting them to rest as well. What do you do before the evening falls?
I'm gonna lay back on my couch, start flipping through a book, and
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I'd offer you my bed, Wetwood. I know you don't got a bed here, but I sleep on this couch. And it's the only place I got this. It's the only bed big enough for me here. You're gonna have to find another bed in one of the other empty rooms.
That's alright, I'm sure I'll manage.
Goody. I have there's some spare room in my house, I think.
There would be, yes.
Oh, thank you, Golden. I might come by later.
Okay.
Are you leaving?
Once dinner is served, yeah.
Oh, dinner is served and done.
Okay.
Yeah, we had dinner.
Well, as soon as I clean up a little bit around this place, I'll be down there. I can pick you up and carry you there.
My legs are not broken this time. Thank you, though.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I will clean up a little bit, and then I will make my way to my house.
Okay, you make your way to your house for the evening. I'm assuming, does anyone do anything as night falls, or are we just going to go ahead and take that long rest?
Are there other people that work at the orphanage with me? I'm assuming, yeah?
Yes, there are two
Okay.
others.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
No worries. Yeah, it's not just you. It's not just you.
Okay.
There are two others. There is an older woman by the name of Greta.
Okay.
Yep. Her name is Greta. She is actually a wolf, an old wolf. And there is also, oh shoot, what was his name? Gregory.
Okay.
His name is Gregory. He is actually a young Herongon.
Okay. Since it's nearing bedtime, right? I'm gonna get all the kids in the orphanage's attention and be like, listen, y'all, I ain't gonna be here tomorrow, so you gotta give me a goodbye hug. Come on, each one of you.
They all crowd around you and give you a big old hug, and there's a little girl in a raggedy brown dress carrying a one-eyed, one-armed bear, and she looks up at you. Hi, Andrea. Where you going?
Yeah, we're just checking out something in my old stomping ground in Aya, and then I should be back, hopefully.
I hope so. I miss your stories.
Oh, I tell you all kinds of stories about Ursa Major when I get back, and she does a big old flex for the kids.
And the little girl, she lifts up her bear and she does, with the one arm, does a little flex of the bear arm.
Here to my eye. Oh, you're gonna be such a strong little warrior when you grow up. I already know it.
I hope so. And she'll give you one last tug and then run to bed.
Oh, that's just so sweet.
While I'm still in Percival's room, I'll probably set the package down on like an end chair or end dresser or something.
There's an end table
Walk.
next to the bed.
Yeah. And stand beside him as he's laying down, which is funny enough, probably almost eye level still.
about.
Are you okay, Percy?
I'm alright, just a bit, sad. I did spend a good few years there.
Yeah. I knew you guys were real good friends. I mean, you did bring him a lot of business.
Probably. One can hope.
If I'm probably gonna head out. I just need to think a little bit, but if you need anything, I'll always be here for you.
Aw, thank you, Edward. I then get up and just give you a little hug. I will let you know, but I should be fine.
And after that, I'll take the package and head out. And instead of going towards Golden's, I'll wander down towards the well
Okay.
and just find a patch of grass, and I'll kneel down and start to open it.
Okay. You begin opening the package, and memories of your time with Juno floods you. All the years that you spent in training with her. And as you reach the interior of the package and you open that flap, inside you find a folded letter and what appears to be, and you know it as well, a sword hilt made of wood and old metal, awaiting.
I'll look curiously at the hilt itself, and set it aside in the box, and I'll open the letter, the wow, English art letter.
The wetter?
The wetter.
The
I'm gonna
wetter.
open the wetwood.
Okay. It reads, one music, the music cut out. Did I just say one music? Anyways.
There's a lot of W's going on here.
English is hard. English is hard. You open the letter, and it reads, "To my finest student, I bequeath to you my blade that has carried me through years. If you remember your training well, you know what to do. When you find a piece of arkansite, you know how to reignite its flame once more. Remember your training. Do well, as I know you will. You are skilled beyond your years. And when I call you my finest students, I mean it dearly. You truly are. I have trained few, but you are the best of them all. Remember that, and stay on the path that is true. One day we will meet again. When I hear of your great deeds, I will know I have done well. If you're ever in need, seek out the ancient wood, and know that is where I will be. Farewell, my dearest Wetwood, and may your blade forever be true."
Juno, where have you gone? Arkansite. He'll stand. I'll fold the letter up and put it in my pouch, and take the bladeless hilt and secure it on my belt,
Okay.
and I will walk back past the orphanage, hesitate, and then turn back and go back inside.
Okay. I'm assuming you just find an empty room.
No, I'm gonna be with Percy.
Okay. Percy, would you be sound asleep at this point?
What's the time? Probably, yeah. Percy
Okay.
maybe fall asleep.
When you go back into Percy's room, he is sound asleep.
Does he have a padded chair in here?
There is a chair, yes. And it has broken down padding, but yes, it is padded to a degree.
Good enough. It probably feels great on my itty bitty body.
Okay. All right.
God.
Well, as you all lay down for the night, dreams of your escapades in the dungeon, some good, some bad. The look of joy on everyone's faces when they saw you coming back and let them know that things had calmed down, the dungeon has been dealt with, and of the future, of what it may hold. Things look bright, even if things are unsure. You slowly begin to awaken as the sounds of the village increase, hammering once more going on, and you hear a wagon or two go by. And you wake up to the sounds of, for Percy, Andrea, and Wetwood, the sounds of children being hushed and ushered outside, and the smell of fresh eggs and bacon fill the orphanage. Golden Wolf, your house is silent, eerily so. You typically remember your mom waking up and making food for you, but no smells come from the kitchen this morning. You don't hear your father preparing for the day in the shop. The house is still and silent. And that is what you awaken to.
I raise up in my bed, my blanket still over me, forming a cozy wolf. I look towards the kitchen and I sigh a little bit. I get up, the blanket still around me. I go to check on the plants that I have near my bed and see if they need to be watered.
They do look a little parched. They could go for a little bit of water.
I pick the two plants up in my hand and I tell them, you guys are gonna need a little drink because I don't know when I'll be back. I will then take them over and get some water. Wherever
Okay.
there's water in the house.
You have like
Water.
you have a little bucket of water in the kitchen that is used for drinking or watering.
I will gently pour the water in the plants.
Okay. They are wetted.
I put them in the window to make sure they get sun. Then I go to my bed to drop off my blanket.
Okay.
And then with a sigh, I look back at the house and then walk through the door, closing it.
All right. Andrea, Percy, Wetwood, what do you do? You are awoken by the sounds of children being ushered out and the smell of eggs and bacon permeating the orphanage.
Oh, Mama's got a hungry morning. Oh, and I'm sniffing out. Where them bacon and eggs at?
You know what is coming from the kitchen is a lot of food must be prepared in the morning for the coming day.
Oh yeah. My way towards the kitchen.
Okay. You'll see Gregory the Heron with an apron on, making several plates of bacon and eggs. Oi, is that Andre over there?
Yeah, what's happening?
Oi, I heard you went on an adventure, just like you always said.
Yeah, no, don't, come on, this wasn't nothing. We just had to get rid of a few goblins. What are you making?
You know, just the typical bacon and egg.
Oh, let me get a serving. Eh.
Alrighty, I'm assuming extra. Here you go. And you'll see 4 eggs and about 6 slices of bacon. Anything for the mighty Ursa Major.
Oh, well, thank you. And I just start chowing down.
Or should I say, hero of crime?
Oh, stop. You flatter me too much. No.
Like background noise now.
Right.
Feel free. Anyone with nitro, feel free.
Exactly what it sounds like. But anyways, Percy Wetwood, what do you do?
I'm gonna roll out of bed, but since it is not a bed I fell asleep in, I'm gonna fall onto the floor, and that'll wake me up.
Alright, Percy, you are awoken by Wetwood falling onto the floor face first.
What are you doing, Wetwood?
Chair, not bed.
Oh, you silly buddy. I get out of bed, walk up to Wetwood, and I like pick him up and place him upright. You silly buddy.
Rub my nose.
Why are you sleeping on the chair?
Well, I just, didn't want to intrude. I know I'm small, but you're a shifty sleeper.
Wow. Well, I'm glad.
Unless you've grown out of it, I'm not sure.
Well, I hope you had a good night's sleep at least.
It was certainly refreshing.
Should we go to the kitchen? I'm sure they're cooking up breakfast there. I can smell it.
Oh, just like old days.
Yep. Let's do this just like old days. I pick up Goody and try to put him on my back. Again.
As you are not carrying a full load, you are able to do so quite easily.
Waste. Let's go!
I'll just wrap my arms around the front of his neck and hang on.
You bust out of the door, Percy, and the children are laughing as you see the front door close outside, and the smell of the bacon and eggs are just permeating both of your nostrils. And you hear, you can definitely hear Andrea eating in the kitchen.
Can hear it. Damn. Back. That sounds like Andrea. Let's go say hi. I walked
She's
in.
gonna eat it all before we can.
Yeah, exactly. We need to run.
Alright, you run into the kitchen.
I start running with Goody on my shoulders.
Go forth, noble steed! You did not!
Huh?
Gritty slits out with a shout, "Go forth, my noble steed." Do you react at all, or do you just rush forward?
I make horse noises.
Make horse noises!
What do I
Gotta
say?
do it.
I don't know, how does a horse sound like? Nay! And I go forward.
Come on, give us something.
Nay! This doesn't... No. No!
You rush forward! And you open through you bust into the kitchen, and Andrea looks up, and you see a slab of bacon hanging out of her mouth as she looks up towards you.
I just looked at it and said, "Damn, were we too late?"
And Gregory looks over. Oi, ain't it Percy and Wetwood?
Yep.
Good
Good to
morning,
see you.
sleepyheads.
Damn.
Don't worry,
It's like, I just look at Gregory and go, "Is it all gone?"
it is not. I made sure of it. Made extra helpings
Oh.
for Andrea. It's not my first rodeo, mate.
I laugh and say, "Oh, thank God!" And then yes, I grabbed some. I put Gritty down, Nick, so they could also dish up. And then yeah,
Golden Wolf, you enter and you see the scene of Wetwood riding Percy into the kitchen, and that is what you walk into the orphanage seeing.
I stick my tongue out. My tongue touches my nose. Out of surprise, out of shock. I walk over to where they are. And then I'm like, "So y'all are roughhousing now?"
I wouldn't call it roughhousing.
It was awfully fast.
Childhood pastime, Golden Wolf.
Lick.
And then I'll start nibbling.
You'll start nibbling.
Of
Oi,
course,
is
all
that the
Andrea
Golden
needs to
Wolf
do
over
is-
there? And that Gregory calls out to Golden Wolf.
I let out a blip and I say, "Yes, it is me." But it licks.
Did you have breakfast?
Why, no, I have not, but my plants sure have. Lick.
Well, do you like the bacon and egg?
Yes, please.
Right, here you go. And he'll hand you a plate of 2 eggs and 3 slices of bacon.
Lick. I hold it out and sit down with everyone else.
Right.
Start munching.
Greg will take off his apron and set it aside. Well, that's all breakfast done. Kids have been taken care of. I best get out to the fields. Gotta make sure the lavender comes in nicely.
Sure has smelled nice, the lavender. Lick.
Well, now y'all don't go leaving without saying goodbye to good old Gregory, alright?
Gregory, we could never forget you. Come on. Come on.
Alright, just making sure. Y'all enjoy breakfast, y'all know how to clean up, and thank y'all again for what you did for Khan.
Yeah, it was no problem, really. I promise.
And,
we will.
I'll get the
defend-
dishes this morning. I'll get the dishes for you.
oh, I figure you would, and I do apologize. And on that note, he hurries out as you look over and you just see a mound of dishes.
Hi! That old Greg. I'm gonna get him one of these days. It's gonna happen. And I start washing.
Alright.
Would you say the dishes are within a 5-foot cube? Or they're too many?
They're too many than that.
Too many for an itty bitty? I don't think so.
It's like a counter full of dishes and a plate, like a stack of plates about as tall as you.
Fair enough.
You could tell that the dishes have not been done in at least a week. Oh, thank you,
honestly,
Doodles. Doodles Snyderby. Thank you for the follow.
Hey,
Did you say
thank
Doodles Snyderby?
Doodles Snyderby.
Doodles and Derby.
Oh, it's Doodles. But there's not an A.
It's like like apostrophe in Doodles and.
It's Derby. Okay. Doodles and Derby. Okay. My bad.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Derby.
Follow equals 1.
Thank you. Lick.
Back to the scene. I look at the dishes and I say, I probably should have started these 3 or 4 days ago. but sometimes time passes you by.
Well, you would know it was actually Gregory's week to do the dishes.
Ah, it was Gregory's week.
So
Come on, Gregory.
you would realize he tricked you into doing his week's worth of dishes.
That Gregory, I swear. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna send him a letter every day. And all it's gonna say is, do the dishes.
Is it gonna have like magazine clippings? Do the dishes.
Do the dishes. I know where you live. I know where you live. I'm stronger than any lock you could buy.
That is a threat. Alright, so y'all finish up the dishes. It's probably about 9:30 at this time. Sun is well up. There's plenty of light out. The sound of children outside are still playing. You hear them running around playing tag or whatever. Otherwise, it's just you four in the orphanage.
Oh, don't forget to take your long rest, guys. I forgot to do
Yeah.
that.
Aside from that, do you do anything else?
It's been quite the eventful past 2 days, huh?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is a lot of things, for sure. But then
Who would have thought years ago when we all first met, we'd be here now?
that's true.
When I first met you two, you were just babies. You were small. You know, you were itty bitty babies, and I took care of you, along with Gregory, and some other people that don't work here no more. And I watched you grow up, and I'm really proud of you guys. I just want to say that I'm very proud of you. You too, Golden Wolf.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Andrea. Means a lot.
If we're really gonna go through with all this, I mean, you all saved my life more than once than I've ever had to have it saved in my entire life in the past 2 days. And I think that means I can trust you with my life. And it feels good.
Aww. I like ruffle Goody's hair. We care about Goody. Oh, good.
I would assume I'm probably sitting on the counter, like, if we've got like an assembly dishwashing line going here, maybe I'm just drying things off on the counter.
You could be, yes.
I'll glance around the orphanage to ensure it is actually just us in here.
You would know it would be empty at this time of day. Greta likes to keep the children outside of the orphanage during the day and only let them come back in during supper. So it would only be you now that Gregory is gone.
Percy, you've known for a little bit of time, but I think I feel safe telling you two this. You don't have to call me Wetwood. My name is Grid.
It don't matter what we call you, buddy. You're a short little man. You're a little guy.
As long as you understand that I've got this thing about my culture and my past hardwired into my brain, my name's pretty sacred to me, and it's important that not just anybody knows it.
All right, we hear you. We'll respect that. You know, all kinds of different kids come through the orphanage with all kinds of different parentage, all kinds of culture. I gotcha. Then I give him a little, maybe slightly too rough noogie, messing his little hair up.
Well, I already had that. You probably fixed it. Freya.
All right, and at that point, the dishes are about completely done. Golden, you can do so. You can bring your blanket. No worries.
I will run over quickly to my house, grab the blanket that was on my bed, throw it over me, and become a cozy wolf. And then I will walk all the way back to the
Okay.
orphanage.
Aww.
He's a cozy wolf. He's so cozy. I-
Hey,
I just
I had an idea last night while I was falling asleep. I wanted to run past you guys.
yeah.
Hey, you know those gems we found, huh? Back
Yeah.
at that old cave? Well, considering half this place is burned down, what if we left those with Mama Bethel? Maybe she can get some use out of them, trade them, get some gold to, rebuild some of these burnt down houses.
I'm fine with that.
That's
Good.
fair. I like that.
Yeah.
Wait, I guess it was so crazy that I didn't even remember the gems. You said they were gems?
Yeah, I got a handful of them here, 4 of them, all different colors.
Do you think I could see those?
Yeah, take a look at them, and I hand them the 4 different gems.
All right. She hands you 4 gemstones. 1 blue, 1 green, 1 yellow, 1 orange. And due to your training with Juno, you would actually recognize that each one of them is an arcansite.
Oh, goodness. What are the odds? This is big. This is really big. Hang on. And I'm gonna hop down from the counter and rush back to Percy's room where I left my bag and equipment.
Okay.
And I will grab the bladeless hilt and run back into the kitchen with it. And fiddle with it, because I've never actually had one. Until I can open the hilt to expose what's on the inside.
Okay. What would happen is you would remember seeing Juno actually opening this once before, and you twist the center above the handle, and it slides open, and you see 4 slots.
I don't remember before.
What are you, doing there, huh?
Well, if these really are, I was trained in the arcane arts with Juno out in the forest, you know that.
Yeah.
But she told me about this precious magical gemstone called arcanicite. Arcanicite?
Arcanicite.
Arcanicite. And that's what these gemstones are.
Alright.
They should. I'll slip the green one into one of the slots and close it.
Okay. You place it at the very bottom slot, and once you put it in, you see arcane magic pouring from it in veins throughout the entirety of the hilt. You see a green line begin to form all around the hilt, making arcane symbols throughout it.
Whoa.
This is it?
Now that's fancy.
And
What is
I'll
that?
look over the hilt one more time before getting away from them. On the other side of the kitchen, and I will find the button and ignite it.
Okay. So you hold the blade in your hand, I'm assuming out in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure.
I'm looking down the barrel with my eye. No.
God.
You place your thumb on the round knob of the hilt, and you feel your magic running down from your center, down through your arm, up through the blade. And with a burst of energy, you see a blade of pure magical energy spring forth from the top of the hilt. Wisps of green and yellows exude into this formless blade of pure viridian light and magic.
Whoa!
What do you
Now that's
got
a
there?
sword.
This is a spell blade. It takes someone's magical aura and extends it outward into a weapon. It's what my master used. And I believe this was hers, actually.
Actually, you would know
passed it
it
on
was
to me.
hers.
Yeah. That's what this package was.
That's crazy.
That's all above my head. All I know is steel. It is very nice, but if you're gonna need these, maybe we shouldn't give them to Mama Bethel. We did get quite a few coins from there. We can just leave her some money. I mean, I got over 1,000 silver pieces.
Wait, I will then get closer to Andrea. Wait, Andrea, wait. Didn't you get like evidence or some kind of notes in the dungeon as well?
Oh yeah, I got this glass tablet. I don't know nothing about it though. Maybe we should ask someone about it.
We should still bring it to Mama Beth.
Yeah. The black glass tablet. Were we able to read that, or did it have something else written, or was it written in a language we couldn't understand?
You could understand it because you did read it.
Oh, okay. Little refresher on what it says, maybe. I forgot.
Oh shoot. You forgot, and I have to get out my book again. Hold on.
I'm sorry for it. I forgot. It's my character's one thing is that she never forgores.
And
Now
you
I
forgot.
And I forgot.
The black glass with glowing white letters spelled out gel sample experiment successful, live test starting tomorrow. And it showed the date for the date of the attack on Kime.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, let's head out to Mama Bethel, and I think I'll give her 1,000 of these silver pieces. What do you guys think?
I
Give
think
her
that's
the
a good
other 3
idea.
gemstones
Good
as well.
Oh, let me remove those from my inventory. You might want to add them to yours, Gritty.
Well, you
No, I only need the one.
Oh,
We
you only need
found-
the one, so we can give her the other 3.
Yeah.
I think it
Ah,
would really
beautiful.
help her and the village.
Beautiful, beautiful. So 1,000 silver and 3 gems. So, let's head over to Mama Bethel's house, and I make my way for the door.
Alright.
I will put away the spellblade and follow.
Okay. You follow Andre
After
over.
grabbing my backpack out of the door.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. I'm assuming everyone has their gear now.
Yep.
Okay.
Even my cozy blanket.
All right, you approach the door. The door is shut. Do you knock? Do you open it?
Is there like maybe a bell around to ring, or do I just knock?
There is actually a bell mounted to the side.
All right. I see the bell and I see the little rope that you're meant to pull to ring it, but I just reach up and I ring it with my finger, and I go, "Hey, Mama Bethel."
Oh, coming, dearie! And you'll hear bells as she walks over and opens the door. Oh, Andrea and the rest. How may I be of assistance?
Yeah, we found some things, and actually we wanna help you in the village. Now I know we're leaving for a bit, and so I wanted to give you this, and I pull out a little pouch with 1,000 silver pieces and 3 of those gemstones in it, and I say, it's not much, but it should help get this village maybe back to where it was. We think it would be good for reconstruction.
She opens the bag when you hand it to her. It's like, oh, that you could keep your copper. These are silver. This is a lot of silver. And,
yeah, it is.
This is probably more than the village makes us in a whole year. How did you come across such amount?
That dungeon was full of it. That's all I gotta say. We found it. It was hidden in a chest next to a desk.
This is more than enough to. How many silvers in here?
1,000.
That's 100 gold pieces worth. This is significantly more than the we can't take this, dear.
Yes, you can and you will, and each of them gemstones is worth 160 gold pieces. You're gonna take them and you're gonna rebuild the houses and maybe even spruce up the orphanage a bit. You know.
So I want to specify those were each worth 40 gold pieces, not 160.
Oh, my bad. I was just reading the gold piece price on D&D Beyond.
No worries.
Yeah, they're each worth 40 gold pieces each.
Dear, this is more than. This would significantly help with rebuilding the village. We would not have to use any of our own funds. This alone could rebuild the village twice over.
Yeah, that's what we were hoping to hear. That it would be good for that. You know, this place is real important to us. A lot of us spend a lot of time here. You know.
She begins to cry.
Oh, come here. Time changed me as a person. I was a different person when I showed up. These three ain't know nothing but it. Come on. We gotta protect our own, right, guys? And I look back at everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Wait, is this hug still happening?
Yes.
Yep.
Go in for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hug.
Thank you all so much for this. We cannot thank you enough. If we will definitely remember this.
I say you can't be crying in front of company. Chin up. And also, if there's any left over, try to buy the nice mattresses for the kids at the orphanage. You know, I know the mattresses are fine, but
with this we could remake the orphanage even in totality.
Oh yeah, let's go.
And
But you use that money how you see fit.
Of course, I'll give some to Beth. She'll remake the broken wheel, and we will remake the village, and we can bring Kine back.
Fantastic. I wanted to ask you about something else too. We found this tablet. It's made of black glass, and it's talking about some kind of experiment. We were wondering if maybe you knew something about that.
I'm sorry, Thierry, I don't know. Where did you find it?
Right next to all that silver. That's right where it was.
Was it in the dungeon, or was it in a home here, or?
No, it was in the dungeon with all that gold. Right at that same desk. Right on top of the desk was the tablet, and underneath was all the money.
That's very strange, but no, I know nothing about it. The dungeon had just appeared one day, as they all do. And I did send some soldiers over, and we could not access the dungeon again. It's gone.
Ah.
Well, as you know, the dungeons, once they're fully cleared, they disappear. As if they never existed.
Did any of you guys know that?
Mythos, I don't know, your love stories.
Yeah. Well, that's news to me. I kind of spend a lot of time working at the orphanage, so never look too far into them.
Oh,
But
well,
it's good to hear that it's gone.
yes, it's gone entirely. We cannot thank you enough, though, and we wish you the safest of travels.
Of course. You know.
That reminded, talking about this big trouble, do you know if there's a cart or something we can get to make the travel a bit easier?
Unfortunately, we don't have any carts here. You might be able to pick one up in Aya.
Okie dokie.
When do you plan on heading out?
I think we're gonna leave just about now. We just wanted to stop by and see you first before we headed out.
Oh, of course, of course. Again, thank you for this. This will greatly benefit the village.
Yeah, don't mention it.
You make Mama Bethel proud.
No. Stop it. I'm gonna cry. You're crying. You're proud. I'm gonna cry. And Andrea starts crying.
I'm sorry, dear. It's just emotional.
It's emotional. Come back in for another group hug, everyone.
Based.
But with that, Mama Bethel, I think we're gonna head out.
Of course, of course. Please be safe and right, dearie.
Ah, yeah, of course. You know we will. You know we will.
Of course.
Hey, come on, you knuckleheads. Let's get out of here. And pick up all my things and I go.
Okay.
Head out the door.
The door closes and you're left, the four of you, alone.
Yeah.
Okay. But when the door closes, I just say, oh, also before we go, guys, I do want to just pay my respects to Morris's grave.
Yeah.
I look at Golden Wolf and say, Golden, can you get some nice flowers?
Already on it.
Thank you.
I would like to investigate, see if there's any nice flowers around the area that I'm still in.
You would know that there's an entire field of lavender that Gregory is working in right now.
I would like to walk over to there, and I would like to ask Gregory, is it okay if I take a little bit of the lavender to go put on Morris's grave?
Oh, of course, dear. You are the heroes of Kime, after all.
Yes. May I get down and pick a little bit of the lavender?
Yeah, you can pick a bushel of lavender.
Okay, I get on my hands and knees and I pick a bushel of lavender. Thank you. And I go, take it to Percy.
Great.
Percy, 1 bushel of lavender.
Oh, thank you, Golden Wolf.
He's choking up at the sight of the lavender.
So much crying.
I'm so sorry. Can we please explain this to the audience?
Yes, we can, please.
Okay, when Golden Wolf was picking the flowers, I went to type, maybe he can take care of your plants while we're gone, but I accidentally typed pants. And we all have been silently laughing for what's supposed to be a really serious moment where we're mourning our good friend.
God damn it.
Maybe he can take care of your pants while we're gone.
God.
Oh my god.
Gregory.
Okay, let me write it down.
Now that we got the giggles out of our system, let's go back to mourning.
That's a sad moment now. Okay.
Yes, remember, Morris burning alive in the end.
Oh god. That. Ugh. Well, okay, the Golden Wolf, I think you're gonna do something first before we do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will then go to my house, retrieve the plants I left on
The windowsill?
to get sun.
Okay.
I pick them up, open my hand, close the door behind me, then I make my way to Gregory. I would like to ask Gregory. Gregory, one more thing. Would you please look after these plants for me while I'm gone? They like their water.
Of course, I'd be more than happy to, mate. No worries at all.
Thank you so much.
He will happily take you to your plants and set them down next to the lavender fields. I'll bring him inside right after I'm done here, and I'll make sure that they are alive and well when you return.
Thank you so much, Gregory. Good luck with the lavender.
And as you're walking away, you take note of his outfit. He is wearing a straw hat, and his long ears are sticking out because he's cut holes in them. Alright. You have your flowers. I'm assuming you're going to the grave now?
Yes, it is next to the broken.
It's next to the broken wheel.
Wait, which side?
It's literally on the map.
Oh, okay.
There is actually a grave. As you approach, you do see a guard that's standing in front of the inn. And he doesn't say anything, but he knows what you're doing, so he just kind of steps away down by the well. He was guarding the inn to make sure no one goes in because it is dangerous right now. As you approach the grave, you see inscribed, "Here lies Morris, keeper of the broken wheel. May he forever continue to serve his finest avail in death as he did in life." And you'll see the broken wheel that used to hang above the entrance of the inn has been affixed to the gravestone.
Well, it's hard to imagine that he's gone, but yeah. I asked Olu, I had put out my hand for flowers.
I gently place them in Percy's hands.
I walk up to the grave and I place it down and say, "May you have a good rest and serve almighty people up wherever you are. And may you be happy." And then walk away and say, "I think we can go now."
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so you're leaving Kine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Head out.
As you all leave, Percy, I need you to roll me a perception check, please.
Perception.
Yes.
Perception. Shit.
You look back one last time at the broken wheel, and you feel a presence. Perhaps it was the spirit of Morris sending you off one last time.
Wait. Can I try quickly lifting up my eye patch and look around?
You can, yes.
Okay, I do so.
As you lift up the eye patch and you look around, you see a ghostly figure in front of the door of the inn. And it seems to be holding up a mug. And as your eye adjusts, You can clearly see that it's Morris. His tongue hanging out like it typically does. The big old smile on his face. And he's holding his mug up high and waving. And the wind blows gently. And then the next second, he's gone.
Rest in peace, good friend. I didn't put down my patch and carry on walking.
Alright. And I'll move you all to the world map.
Yeah.
So you all have dedicated yourselves to getting to the city of Ire. It'll take a few days, but you have plenty of provisions. As you're marching along the roads, as you enter into the fields of Ire, in between Inver and Ire, about right here, and you see in the distance Inver and the city of Ire as well. It'll take you about a day and a half, 2 days typically, just by walking, to get from the edge of the forest to Ire. It's already been about 2 days to get through the forest, about 5 days in total, give or take. As you're traveling through the plains, on the road, you do see a big old dog, about the size of a mastiff, running around playing with two children, a little boy and a little girl. Just running around through the fields with their dog.
Aw.
Oh, a good old time they having.
I know. Look at that. Look at them kids playing with their dog. How far are we from the city? Is it like a?
You can see it in the distance. It's about a half day to 2 days from the edge of the forest, which is where you are. You're in this square. Hold on, let me.
Are there any houses around?
There is not, actually. I'm just gonna put a random thing here. This is where you are.
Okay. What do you think these kids are doing out in the middle of nowhere?
Maybe
Maybe they live in a small little house around here.
Yeah. What's the thinking?
I'm
there?
not-
Because the dog seems playful, so it seems to be their dog as well.
Maybe we should just go make sure. You know, maybe it's the motherly spirit in me, but I say we go check it out.
I'm down to do that.
No harm in it.
All right. So we started approaching the kids.
All right. As you approach, it seems like they're not paying any attention. They're still playing with their dog.
Yeah. Hey, you two. What are you doing out here near the edge of the woods? You know, it can be dangerous out here alone.
The little girl stops, and so doesn't the boy, and the dog does too. It kind of places itself between them and you, and
Uh-huh.
the little girl is hiding behind the dog, and the boy is standing right next to it and says, who are you?
We're from the city of Kime. My name is Andrea. If you're from Aya, you probably know me as Ursa Major. We're just heading our way into Aya, but we just wanted to make sure that you were okay. You know, it's like I said, it can be dangerous out here.
Dangerous? We're from Ire, yes, but we're on our way. We're on our way to Carolyn, or Carleon? Carleon?
Carleon. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Where are your parents? Are they with you?
Oh, we're waiting for them. They're supposed to come get us.
From where?
They're on their way from Ire.
Huh. What do I turn around and I look at our party and I say, thoughts? Ideas?
I'm not sure. I mean,
They have
We
the
can't-
dog to keep them safe.
Yeah, they got a dog, but we just saw goblins come out. What if one of them things opens up near these kids? What's a dog gonna do to a bunch of goblins?
As you're talking, Andrea, the little girl starts tugging on your pants leg.
I say, "What's up, little lady? What can I do for you?"
You're big.
Yeah, I am.
Do you want to play?
Yeah. How about we play while we wait for your parents? How about that? And I look back at everybody else and give them a little wink.
Little boy, his eyes light up and so doesn't hers. Yay! Tag, you're it! And she'll slap your leg and then run away.
Alright, like, I'm gonna get ya. Woo, I'm it. And I start slowly jogging because I'm sure these kids are small and have short legs. I start jogging towards her, like, I'm gonna get ya.
The big old dog is running around chasing as well, just slobbering everywhere. Y'all are having a good old time. Golden, Wetwood, and Percy, what are y'all doing as this is taking place?
I'm just watching this going. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch too, because
Golden Wolf would like to climb up in a tree and just survey the area just to make sure everyone stays okay.
Okay. Roll me a perception check then, Golden.
Okay. Lick.
15. You see a stone marker a little ways up the road, but it's off the road enough that you wouldn't see it from the road unless you were up high. It seems to be like on the foot of a hill.
Hey Percy, Wetwood.
Yes.
I would definitely say that to them, because I would imagine they would be below me.
What's wrong?
I see something out of the ordinary, something we wouldn't have seen normally.
Kid,
what do you see?
It appears to be some stone structure. It's little ways in the distance off the road. We wouldn't have seen it on foot.
Okay.
What does it look like?
Well, like I said, it's made of stone. It appears to be somewhat tall. Kind of like a monolith. I'm not entirely sure. It's a little hard to make out from this distance.
Well, if you come down here, we can go inspect it.
But we definitely would like to let Adria know. Like,
How far away is this?
It's about 100
have
feet
another-
from where Andre is playing with the kids.
What's 100 feet? 100.
Give or take a football field's length.
Oh, okay, that's not that. Okay, I look at Andrea. I was like, Andrea, Goldwolf has seemed to find something out of the ordinary. I don't know if we should move these children though, because if their parents are looking for them, it technically would be abduction.
Yeah. How about this? I'll stay here with the kids. You guys go off and inspect it.
As you guys are talking about that, the little boy chimes up. Oh, don't worry about us. We've been waiting for a while.
How long you been waiting there, huh?
And he looks down and you see him like counting on his fingers. I can't count that high.
That's
In minutes, in hours, and days. What do you?
He'll look over at his sister, and his sister is kind of like holding on to him. I'm not sure. It's been a while.
I
But
just look at Andrea.
we have he'll hold on to the dog. But we have Fido here. He'll protect us. He's been protecting us all this time. As at this moment, I need everyone to roll a history check.
Okay.
History. Oh my gosh. Lick.
So Percival, Andrea, you're not really familiar with the fashions of the area. You're not very much a fashionista. Golden Wolf and Wetwood, however, you recognize that these outfits are very old in style, at least 30 years old.
Ah. Yikes. What? Red? You see what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Can I take a closer look to see if there's anything extra odd about this?
Little
Go
girl,
ahead.
what did you say your name was?
Who are you asking?
The little girl.
Oh. She kind of hides. It's she's kind of not really talkative. A little bit intimidated to be put on the spot. The boy chimes up. My name's Tim, and this is Tina.
Those are beautiful names. Do you know how many times the sun has come up since you've been out here?
I can't count that high. I know it's been a while. Not a lot of people play with us. It's like they don't see us. But y'all are fun. Y'all see us and you play with us too. And they'll run up and they'll tag you, Wetwood. They'll tag you. They'll say, "You're it!" And they'll run over the hill. The dog gives chase.
Towards the stone?
Yep.
I'll look back at my group and kind of just nod my head, and I'll actually have to run after them because I'm not a tall, lumbering monster like Andrea.
Yeah.
I will then follow along.
Yeah, let's stick together, guys. Something doesn't seem right about this.
As you guys approach the hill and you look down, the kids are gone. But you see the stone marker and you see the dog next to it.
Hey, kids, where'd you go?
No response.
I walk up to the stone and read it.
Here lies Tim and Tina Elsweet. Children lost long before their time. May the roads be forever safe. And may the guardian of Fido watch over them in death as he did in life. And at that moment, the dog stands up and goes behind the stone marker, seems to disappear for a moment and then reappear. And he comes back with the kids, actually. And they look kind of sad. You found us.
I'll do my best reassuring smile. Well, it certainly took us a minute.
Yeah.
It's almost unfair. There's not much to hide behind way out here in the middle of the field.
Yeah. But you guys can have this, and they'll give you a bag. And inside the bag, there's a couple of copper in there, about 10 coppers worth. People leave this at this stone here. We're not sure what it says. You said y'all are going to Ire, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Can you find our mom? We've been waiting a while. We're worried. And she'll hand you, the little girl will hand you a handkerchief with a what looks like a flower on it. And Golden Wolf, you know this flower as the L-sweet flower. It's known for its vivid hues, but it's vivid yellow hues, but it has a very sweet taste to it if you eat it. She wears this. I think they said it's a family quest.
I kneel down on one knee and I say, little lady, it would be our honor to find your mom.
Can I feel anything or sense anything about this?
Tell me exactly what you're trying to...
If I slightly remove my eye patch and look around, can I see anything else?
No.
Okay. Brilliant.
But, we're tired, so we're gonna go sleep now. And they'll walk off behind the marker and disappear. And the dog looks up at you, looks over at the marker, and then goes sit in front of the marker. And you see him disappear in front of you.
As somebody that is from Ire, would I recognize the L-sweet flower?
You do, actually. You know, you actually know of the L-sweets. They're one of the 5 noble families of Ire.
Yeah. All right, let's get going. I got something to tell you on the way.
I want to take a quick peek at one of the copper pieces from the bag. Is it different from what I would see today?
They are significantly older.
I'll put the copper piece back in and re-secure the twine holding it shut. And I would like to go over to the marker and place it back down. Maybe in a little crevice or a place where the weather or stray animals can't get into it.
There is actually what looks to be like a little offering dish in the marker.
Oh, perfect. I'll set it right back in there.
Okay.
Good boy, Fido. Certainly.
Yeah. And as we start walking away, I say, hey, that handkerchief got the L-sweet flower on it. That's a symbol of one of the 5 houses of Ire, noble families and all. I don't think these are just any kids.
Certainly weren't.
Yeah. You keep that handkerchief on you, Golden Wolf.
Okay. I place it in my back in a secured pocket.
Okay. As you all are making your way to Ire, it's pretty much uneventful. We're going to take a small 15-minute break here, and then we'll return. So, potty break and snack break, everyone. We'll be back soon.
Yeah.
See you, everyone.
Wait.
did unmute. We are unmuted, so everyone can see us now. Or hear us now. And see us.
And feel us.
No. No. They don't have that technology yet.
It's 4D.
Anyways. You all have made it to the city of Ire. Are you ready for a new map?
Map.
I think so.
Map.
Map.
Beautiful.
Welcome to the city of Ire. You all would have entered in through the bottom down here.
Alright. Let me put my little token down.
You would have made it into the residential district of the city of Ire. As you would know, Andrea, the city is divided into 3 sections: the residential district, the market district, and the noble district.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to inform my party, hey, it's cut into 3 sections. You got the houses, you got the stores, and you got the rich people.
Makes sense.
You guys know, I don't know how many times I told you, but I actually came from Ire originally.
Oh, yeah, your family can't live here.
Yeah, well, not anymore. You see, my mom passed away, my dad passed away, and all these kids, they kind of scattered. They're all gone. They're all off doing their own thing, including me. I actually got my start wrestling here at Strong John's Wrestling and MMA. Used to put on a little number with a woman named Rakshi. She was a beautiful horsewoman. You know, she'd come in, insult the crowd, and I'd come in and say, "You can't say that about these people," and then I'd give her the smackdown, you know. Was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what the guild is?
The guild would be in
Well-
the market district.
Yeah, let's head there. Let's head down to the Devil's Guild.
How do I put my token in?
Dragon End.
Go to your journal and just drag your name onto the board.
Oh,
What are you doing in the river, itty bitty?
He was stinky and deserved a bath.
no, he's not doing sound.
So as you're traveling through the residential district, you get a couple of looks, but people are used to people just showing up and going wherever they want, basically. No one really pays any mind in the residential district. The only 2 notable places there are the stables, the what was it called? The Laughing Pixie Inn, and Strong John's Wrestling and MMA, which is in the northern side of the residential district. In the center of the city is a massive, massive temple called the Sanctuary of Yaris. Has a lot of different religious connotations as well as cultural connotations to the city. As you're crossing through the different districts, you would notice that the bridges are pretty much crowded as people are traveling. And I would need Andrea to roll me a perception check, please, as you're making your way through this crowd.
I see perfectly. I see it all.
So, you would notice a very dirty little girl, as you're crossing the bridge into the markets, attempting to pick your pockets.
Hey, what are you doing, little lady? That's my pockets. It's full of my things. I don't think your hands belong there.
She'll look up at you, look around, and she'll notice 2 guards. They start making their way over to you.
I hold up my hand and I say, "We're just playing." And I look down and I say, "So what's your deal, eh?"
I just want some money to buy some bread. Sorry.
But well, all you had to do was ask. Here you go, and I hand her 10 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
Ten-
She looks at the 10 gold and is like, oh my god, thank you. Are you a
Yeah,
noble?
you good. No, I'm a retired wrestler. Been spending my time at the orphanage taking care of kids. And you get out of here, go get some food.
She will run behind some of these stalls, and you notice her talking to an older boy, and they're pointing at you in the group. And he looks down, he sees the amount of money, and he's like, what the hell? And he'll look over to you and just mouth thank you.
I give him a little thumbs up.
And they run off. You see them shopping at several stalls as you're going through the town.
Yeah. I look at the group and I say, yeah, the guards, they don't like these poor kids. Don't let them get too close to them. I'll tell you.
Does Zaire not have an orphanage?
I guess not.
You would know
it's been
that
a while since I've been here.
You know that they don't.
Okay. Yeah.
At least when you were last here.
Yeah. Well, 25 years ago there wasn't nothing, and looks like not much has changed.
A shame.
Yeah.
As you're
keep
traveling in between that building and the broken anvil, you hear the sounds of hammering and steel and people asking for a variety of prices or buying this or that. You smell fresh bread coming from the Happy Flower Bakery, which you know, Andrea, is citywide famous for its bakery goods.
Hey, you guys want to get some sweet bread? This place is probably the best one in town. You know, at least it was back when I lived here.
You notice that there's a line from the door that extends almost to the bridge.
I think we're good right now. Maybe when it's not so hot.
Yeah, they're usually less busy around closing time. We'll come in around then, I'm sure. You know, hopefully things ain't too crazy around then. I keep walking. And I see this place, the Broken Anvil. Was it here before? Do I know about
Yes,
this
it
place?
was. It is another citywide famous shop. It is actually a smithy. And in front of the shop, you actually do see an anvil that has been split in two. Hence its name.
Yeah,
Goodness.
I know. The people around us, you know, in this place we live in, they really love broken objects as their symbol. Not really sure on that one, but I hear this guy makes pretty good weaponry.
You think
armor
he makes
too.
armor?
I
I might wanna look when we're on our way back.
All right. We'll check it out when we come back from the Delvers Guild.
Okay.
And we keep walking.
Okay. As you're approaching, you do see that the Delvers Guild is right below you. On either side, there's shipyards and warehouses with a bunch of different sailors and warehouse men and women loading, unloading. It's very busy. As you approach the Delvers Guild, you do notice that out of all the buildings that are typically, you see a bunch of people around them, there's almost no one around the Delvers Guild.
Is there anyone around it?
There's a few people, but they're not really going in or around the guild. They seem to be avoiding it.
Man, this is strange. We should we ask about it, or you think we should just go in?
We'll probably just go in. I
Okay.
can't imagine there's too many people who want to trade their cozy lives to go and fight bad things.
You know, that's very valid. Is the door Is it like an open building, or do you have to knock to get in? Is it like a private building?
It's typically, as you know, it's like an inn. You just walk in.
Okay,
There are like
so
interior doors that are closed off to certain people, but the exterior entryway is typically always open.
Yeah, okay. So I open the door and I say, "Hey, anyone in here?"
You open the door. You notice it's actually kind of dirty. There are like actual footprints in the dirt on the interior. It's very poorly lit. Only a few of the candles and torches are lit around. The building seems to be interiorly in disrepair, but outwardly it seemed perfectly fine.
What's going on here? Knock my hand against the wall once I'm inside, and I say, anyone home?
Silence. You do see a counter, a book, some stuff behind the counter on shelves, some glass jars filled with random things, some ornamentary stuff, and a small golden bell.
Looks like nobody's home, guys. I'm gonna take a peek around. I'd like to see what's in the book.
There's different names, two of which actually pop out to you. It's actually Golden Wolf's parents' names. Can you recall who those were, Golden Wolf? I don't remember your parents' names.
I don't actually believe I ever put a name in for their lore.
You can put their names in now.
Okay. Jenny and Andrew.
Jenny and Andrew are listed there, and there is a line next to it with a list of requests, and you see request aid to Kaim for dungeon delving. You notice that there is a check marks for completed or assigned as well, and neither box is checked for at least the last 5 pages.
What the hell? Hey, Golden, your parents seem to have put in an order here, but it was never assigned.
That's odd. I think Mama Beth said the Delvers Guild has been silent, right?
Yeah.
But then
They
who
could
wrote this?
Yeah, who would have wrote it down and then not assigned anyone?
You notice that there you notice that there is actually a pin, and it seems to be that people are putting in their requests here, but they're not being assigned.
I see. Huh. What about the gold bell?
It, out of everything, seems to be the only thing that is clean.
Oh. What the hell? Or I guess I should say, what the bell, am I right? Haha, I give a little forced laugh, and I then serious up a little bit and ring the bell.
Right. As you ring the bell, its sound seems to reverberate all around you throughout the entire guild. And in front of you appears in a wisp of smoke a very plain-looking woman, elvish in nature, standing before you, and just says, "How may I assist you?"
We were just inquiring about what's going on with the Delvers Guild.
Are you asking what is the Delvers Guild?
Well, we haven't gotten any help down in Kaim, and we just wanted to see what was going on.
Please put all requests in the book presented here, and our adventurers will get right to fulfilling said request.
Wonderful. Where are your adventurers right now? Do you know?
Our adventurers are currently out of town.
Alright, can I ask who runs the Delvers Guild here?
Are you inquiring who is the guild leader?
Yeah.
The guild leader is, and she looks like she is looking around into the air, unassigned.
Ah, okay. Sounds good. Thank you. I think that's all for now, unless any of y'all got questions for her.
Do you have any other queries?
What's the last recorded success from any adventures in the area?
She's looking into the air again. That would be 1 year ago, 36 days, 47 minutes, 26 seconds.
Ah,
Yep, that's
that explain it.
seems that they are no longer in business.
Yeah. Who was the previous guild master?
Previous guildmaster was, and she's looking into the air, Arbor Wildsmith. Yes, Arbor Wildsmith.
All right. Thank you very much.
Why is he not the leader anymore?
Processing. Arbor Wildsmith was executed 1 year ago, 46 days, 36 minutes, 26 seconds ago.
Wow.
Executed.
Executed for what?
Executed for high treason against the city of Ire.
What the heck?
What?
Something's very wrong here.
Yeah, I'd say so. Freya, would I know who runs this city generally?
There is a parliament made up of 6 noble houses.
Okay. 6?
Yes. So there is House Gallowward, House Eaglewin, House Allstay, House Brimore, House Gallowwater. Not within inside the walls of Ire, there's also House Elsweet, which is the founding family of Ire.
Okay.
So they are technically a noble, but they're not considered one of the 5 noble families. Apologies for that I misspoke earlier.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna get much here. Maybe we should head out.
Maybe so.
That's very weird. Why would they execute the Delvers Guild if they're the only thing stopping the dungeons?
Maybe we can go to the Elsweet household and figure that out.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, sir.
let's head out then. Thank you very much for your assistance. Young woman, ghost, apparition.
I am an assistant to the Delvers Guild. Ma'am. Or sir.
Alright then.
Do you have any other inquiries?
No.
Not at this time, thank you.
Do you have any need of assistance?
No. You know what? Don't worry about it. I don't think we do.
For any future needs, please be sure to visit the Delvers Guild of Ire and ring the bell as needed. Have a
Will
wonderful
do.
day. And in a puff of smoke, she'll disappear.
Beautiful. Alright, let's head out of here. Let's start walking up the road again.
Okay.
Could you imagine a time where people just talk to these weird artificial assistance?
Yeah, it's strange to me. Not very personable.
That was a jab at our present time, if you couldn't tell.
God, we're doing commentary now.
We just
Holy
talked to
shit.
Siri. We literally
We
just
just-
talked to Siri.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You want to stop at the Broken Anvil and look for armor, little Wetwood?
How long is this line, Ms. DM?
Oh, at
Just
the
listen.
Broken Anvil or the Happy Flower Bakery?
The Broken Anvil.
There isn't a line.
Yeah, we could take a quick stop. God, I hope they don't ruin my pocketbook.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, we got plenty of gold from that first dungeon we went through.
Did we? I thought we gave a lot of it to... Never mind.
I still got about 400 gold pieces left.
There's the party bank. Got it.
Yep.
The sugar
Mama's
mama
watching your
people.
money.
I'm assuming you all entered the Broken Anvil.
I would
Yeah.
like to, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you enter the Broken Anvil, you notice a difference in temperature. It is significantly hotter inside the building than it is outside.
Woof. We get some ventilation in here. Goodness.
In the back, you hear multiple hammer strikes being done, not in synchronicity. It sounds like there are several workers working in the back. There is a counter. It is covered in what looks like soot and ash. There is a small, like, not really silver, but like iron bell that is sitting there. And there doesn't seem to be anyone manning the counter.
Do they have, like, displays of their current wares? Or is this a shop? I guess I could be talking to Andrea for this. Do you know if this is, like, you go in and get something, or do they do custom orders?
I'm gonna be honest, I never much visited the place.
That's fair.
Let's speak to him, itty bitty.
Yeah,
Sure, I'll help
Can you hit that bell up there for me? I don't really want
Ah.
to climb on this counter.
I gotcha. Ring a ding ding.
As you slap the bell, it reverberates throughout the building, and you hear someone say, "God damn it!" And from the back, and you hear some whispering in the back, and you just hear, "Go get it! Go help whoever's out there. I'm busy." And a very timid, probably about 17, 18-year-old human boy walks out. He has soot on his face and on his hands. He's just, like, covered in ash. And he walks out. Yes, welcome to the Broken Anvil. The Master Blacksmith is currently indisposed at the moment. May I be of assistance?
Yeah. I'll back up a little from the counter so I can actually see him. Do you have any light armors in my size? Or do you do custom orders?
We do custom orders. Those typically take a little while. We do actually have a line for those. We can do that. We do have some ready-made wear. We don't have it on display right now. There's been a outbreak of little thieving children. So a pardon for that. Are you just looking for armor or weaponry?
Just something to protect my hide a little better.
Ah, okay. Are you
light?
so specifically light only, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. Are you looking for hide, steel, metal, something rarer?
Leather?
Okay. Any particular hide in question, or...
I suppose whatever you may have. I'm not too picky on types.
Okay. Cheap, inexpensive, very expensive? Or are we perhaps dealing with some nobility here? Do you want any special emblem carved into the leather, or perhaps emblazoned, or studded?
Oh goodness. Maybe not studded. Somewhere middle of the line in price, and I would actually like. Out of game. Did Juno have an emblem? A house emblem? A teacher's symbol?
She did not know.
Okay. So yeah, just some middle of the line in price and plain leather.
Do you want that padded, or...
Goodness. No.
Okay, I can see what we have. Do you know your measurements?
It's been a while. I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Oh, no worries. And he'll step over from the counter, and not over the counter, but outside the counter. If you can just step on the stool here, and he'll take out a measuring tape, and I'll take your measurements now.
I'll step onto the stool and raise my arms into a T-pose.
And he'll take your measurements.
While they do the measurements, say, I wonder if they give you a discount because they're going to use so little material on you.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Well, we're just seeing if we have anything currently in stock. Otherwise, it would have to be a custom order. Leather, though, is we have a lot of that. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Let me go in and see what we have. I just have to go into the back real quick.
Okay. I look over at the others. I'm like, I didn't realize armor was so intricate.
Yeah, it can be a little complicated. That's why I just don't weigh any. It's not worth it.
Then again,
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Do you think I'd look good with a sword? Or with maybe a morning star? A mace? What do you guys think?
I think a mace captures your smash it and bonk it.
What about a...
You seem very blunt. In the weapon category, I mean.
Yeah, but better watch your little mouth, man. And I tussle his hair a little more.
It goes from bedhead rat's nest previously ruffled to bedhead rat's nest more ruffled.
He'll come back out. Alright, now, I do have two different ones. I have just the normal leather, of course. That would be about 10 gold pieces. And you said specifically light, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. We do have something a little bit more expensive, but that's technically medium. But yes, we do have a light armor that's leather armor that's 10 gold pieces. The breastplate and shoulder we stiffened by boiling it in toad oil, actually. Very unique processing method. It's softer and more flexible than most of our other materials, of course, because it is leather. Is this something you would want?
It does sound nice. Can I try it on?
Oh, of course. One moment. And he'll go back into the back, and he'll come back out, and he'll bring out like this dark leather armor, and it's actually on a child's mannequin.
Of course it is.
And he'll set it down. Do you need any assistance? Yeah. And he'll look up to Andrea. How old is your son?
You know, he's old enough to take care of himself. Don't worry about it. I was curious though. You guys got any like a flail or a morning star, something I could really bonk someone with?
A flail? Weapons. We do have a few in back. And And you're looking for either a flail or
Morning Star.
a morning star. Are you more two-handed, one-handed?
Let's go with one hand. I'm trying to get used to a shield, you know?
Ah, yes. I do believe we have both a morning star and a flail. The morning star is slightly more expensive, as you know. A lot more steel goes into that. It's about 15 gold pieces, and the flail, and he looks like he's thinking, I believe that one was 10 gold pieces as well.
Well, you know, if it's cheap, it's for me. Let me get the flail.
All right, I will go get that one moment. He'll run to the back.
I'll spend this time putting on the armor and feeling it out.
And now that is just leather armor.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is like the base leather armor. It only does, I believe it's 11 plus dex modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
All I was hunting for.
Okay. He'll come back out with the flail for you, and he's holding it. If you want, you can take a swing. We do have, and he'll notice that Wetwood is done with the mannequin. You can hit this mannequin here.
Ah,
I
yeah.
will step away from the mannequin, off to the side, and continue to just stretch and move around in the armor.
I'm gonna walk up to the mannequin. I'm gonna crack my knuckles. And I'm gonna pull back the flail, give it a few circular swings, and
Before you let loose,
let's hear.
a dwarf comes out, and his beard, though red, is like coated in black soot and ash, and you can honestly see that his beard is burnt in several places. So he kind of smells like burnt hair as well. He comes out. What in blazes are you doing out here, lad? I said come back as... And he, like, brushing off the soot and stuff. I did not realize we have customers still. I apologize. Ma'am, please don't hit the goods. And he'll kind of pick up the mannequin. He'll look at the boy. What did you tell them? Don't have them smack our mannequins. Those are expensive. I'm sorry, sir. She wanted to test it out, and I wanted... I'm sorry. We can't have you test the flail out here. Apologies. I promise that it is highest of quality, my guarantee. And I'll smack his chest and... don't know my own strength.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. Hey, you guys buy weapons here too?
Depending on quality, yes, of course.
I got this nice, beautiful maul here I'm trying to get rid of. It's heavy. Like good craftsmanship was given to me as a gift.
Is it bloodied?
I wipe it off on my shirt and I go, not too bad, not anymore.
Oh, I don't care if it has blood on it. I just wanted to know if you've killed someone with it. Or something.
Someone? Well, something, yeah, but someone, no. I'm not a murderer.
I'm staring at you through the computer. Because didn't you kill one of the Delvers?
The Delver Hunters.
Yeah.
The bear.
Doesn't know that.
Well, no matter. If it had killed someone, it would definitely be worth more. Let me see. Finer craftsmanship. I'm sorry?
I might be a little bit of a murderer. You see, I got the shield from some dungeon delver hunters.
Oh, see, you've already spoken. No takey backsies.
Darn, okay, you got me. You shrewd old man, you got me.
This is quite hefty. And you said you have killed something with it. And he's looking at you.
It's possible. It's possible.
Alright.
Just say goblins, Andrea.
Yeah, goblins.
Okay.
Animals. please, sometimes when I get bored.
I can give you, say, 3 gold pieces for it.
Yeah, that works for me.
Wait.
Yeah.
I say, wait. I say to Andre, I'm like, and I look at him and say, but you see, that's a really fine craftsmanship right there. And it has killed dungeon or delver hunters, which are, horrible people. That's a saved
Sir, I'm sorry, but I'm dealing with the young madam here, and she did say she did not kill any person with it, just something.
It's a bit scary to sometimes say to kill things. You don't exactly know what the person's opinion about it is.
See, that's not my problem. I'm a businessman at heart. Well, that and a craftsman. I take pride in my work. And yes, this mole has killed something. I'm not sure about somebody, but I will say it is fine craftsman. I can go possibly 4 gold. Not a cent higher.
You know what? Thank you very much, Percy. We'll take it. 4 gold. It's fantastic. That leaves me giving you 6 gold. Am I right? Is my math correct?
Were you buying the leather, or were you... Oh, you're buying the flail. Yes, that would be 6.
Alright, here you go. Gritty, does that leather armor make you feel like a princess?
No, and I do believe not feeling like a princess is what I'm going for. I would like it.
Alright, we'll get the armor too. How much is the armor?
Well, it would be 10 golds, but I actually really like you, so I'll give it to you for, let's say 7.
You know what? You flatter me. I like you. Here you go. You can have 8.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. I much appreciate it. Does anyone else need anything? I'd be more happy to assist.
Well,
Good, thanks.
Nope.
Armor, anything, custom order maybe.
Actually, I don't want to look like a dungeon delver hunter. You got anything that can get the paint off the shield?
Oh, that I could do for free, no problem at all. Any particular symbol, or do you just want it removed?
Go ahead and put, like, let me think. Like, let me get an eagle that's on fire, and it's raining knives down on, like, some sort of demon. Could you do that?
No.
Okay, how about...
That's quite a lot, and I'm trying to provide the service for free. I apologize. If you want something like that, I can definitely do it as custom ordered, but it would be more expensive than free.
Just
right.
the dungeon delvers.
You know what? I like the head on you, Wetwood. Go ahead and put the Dungeon Delvers logo on there.
That we can do. You, boy. Do it. He'll shove the shield into his arms. Right away, sir. And he'll run to the back. And he'll poke his head out. You said the Dungeon Delver symbol, right? Boy, I swear. Get back there and get it done. Right,
see
sir.
if you can get it in magenta. Let me get it in magenta.
Would red do, ma'am?
Yeah, you know what? Red works. Go for it.
Why, I apologize to my apprentice. He's not the hardest anvil. Anything else I can get you all? Could I interest you in I know it's a fashion statement right now, and he's like rolling his eyes. Perhaps some iron boots?
What's up with iron boots?
I have no idea, but evidently it's the rage with the nobles today.
You know what? How much are they?
Well, they're custom made.
Custom made? Ooh.
Yes, I currently have about a list of 50 ahead of you. I apologize.
Well, then I think we're good on the boot.
Probably wise. I probably wouldn't get them done for another 6 months. Apologies. We're very, very busy. And at that point, the boy comes back out and he's carrying his shield. And it has the Dungeon Delvers logo on it. Apologies, the paint might just be a little wet. And he'll hand it back to you.
I'll just carry it in my hands for a bit.
And he'll go and stand next to his master. Well, if there's nothing else, I best get back to work.
All right. Thank you very much.
He'll kind of like jerk at the boy and then walk to the back, kind of like a sly grin. Do come again. We'd be more than happy to assist. And the boy walks to the back as well.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll be heading out now. See ya. And I'm gonna swing my flail around just for fun. Right after we get out the door.
I'm saying I'm gonna duck under you and get out of the way.
Yeah. Guys should be ready for this one. They won't know what hit them. It'll be my flail, by the way. That's what's gonna hit them.
Oh, now that I'm done trying on the armor, I'll take it back off, and then I'll take off this traveling cloak I've been having. You know, keeps the rain and harsher weather off.
Okay.
And I'll flip-flop them, so I'll have the cloak over to the armor.
Okay.
It was a little tight.
Fair enough. Alright,
Well,
so you're out of the Broken Anvil. Are you doing anything in particular?
Should we see if the
You guys,
nobles are in?
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
Should we see if those nobles are in? Maybe we talk about their late ancestors and dead kids?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should go to the most powerful people in the city and tell them about their dead family members. Let's go. And I start walking.
Andrea, not quite. Oh my gosh.
The low charisma is kicking in, baby.
Alright,
Which
As
way
we're
would
walking
that
through
be?
crowded bridges, I'm actually going to, like, pull the cloak tighter after seeing what happened to Andrea.
I'm assuming then you're all keeping a lookout for pickpockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if one of them ends up with this weapon, it would be a shame.
It's fair. That's fair. Smart boy.
They will look down the thing and turn it on.
Andrea, you would know that unlike the rest of the noble houses, the Sanctuary of Yaris is actually considered the noble house of the Elwaters.
Oh, okay. But then we're gonna head around the front.
Right,
And knock on the door.
well, it's also a church,
Anyone-
so the door is unlocked.
Okay, okay. So we head in.
Right.
Go.
As you enter into the chapel, the Sanctuary of Yaris, you do notice lines of pews, and at the back of the church, you do see a massive statue of Yaris, Yaris Elwater, who was the founder of the city, who has kind of become like a demigod in the eyes of the people, as it was said that he killed a great giant in the center of this city on this island. And in fact, beneath the center of the altar, you actually see the skull of the giant has been embedded into the floor with a glass pane over top of it.
Oh,
Out of curiosity, can I try and figure out maybe what it was? Based off the skull?
It was a giant.
Oh, just straight up a giant, not a giant something, just a giant.
No, it was just a giant.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
The back of the chapel has a ornate door. That ornate door leads to the House of Elwater. They do have guards posted there indefinitely.
So, one of you smooth talkers want to go first?
I will back away for Golden Wolf and Percy.
Sure, I'll go first.
Kind of tug on the back of Andrew's leg to do the same.
All right, Roman. Yeah, my back up.
Okay. Is there anyone notable around to talk to?
There is 2 guards in front of the ornate door. There is also the head priest. Apologies, I was vaping at the time. There's also a priest at the... I forget what it's called. I'm at the altar. It has another word, but I forget what it's called. Pulpit.
Okay, I approach and say, "Good day."
Who are you approaching?
Can I speak to the priest? He's not in the middle of something, is he? Or
No,
is he
he's
like,
not.
okay?
He's just looking over a book.
All right. Well, first I ask the god. I look at the god and say, "Can I talk to the priest?"
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that's why I looked at the god and asked.
I thought you said.
Good day. May I talk to the priest?
Are you asking the guard who's behind the priest?
Oh, they're behind the priest.
Yeah. So if you're looking at the massive wall, which is behind the statue, but directly behind the statue is the ornate door with the 2 guards posted in front of it. Below the statue, in front of the statue, you see the glass floor with the skull in it and the altar, which is where the priest is.
So it's priest,
Okay.
statue, guard's door.
Yes.
Yeah. So I look at the priest and say, "Good day."
Oh, good day, my child. How may I be of assistance?
We were just coming through this magnificent city, by the way. We're actually looking for the Delvers Guild because we are from Kime.
Ah,
but it
the
looks-
village to the south.
Yeah, we were recently attacked and called for the Delver Guild's assistance, but they never came. And upon further inspection, yeah, it looks like they are one.
Yes, the head of the Delvers Guild was convicted of high treason and executed in the town square. Well, the nobles' town square.
I see. What was he? What is he found in treason? What did he do?
Murder.
Murder? Who did he murder?
He... it's unfortunate. He murdered Lady Galloward. Earl Galloward's wife.
Ah. That is quite bad, yes. It's just an issue now because when the goblins we had a goblin attack in Kime and it actually nearly burnt the city down. Or our village down.
What? Oh no, that's not good at all. But unfortunately, Ire is no... Well, we're not out to assist random villages, even if the city is the village of Kime. No one has taken the place of the old guild master, as no one here seems to like the Delvers Guild anymore due to the actions of the guild master.
Ah, I see. That is mighty unfortunate.
Is that all you needed, sir?
Yeah. Oh, and then okay. Well, I'll ask. Well, we know already that the house of the house of
Elwater.
yes.
Is it Elwater or Elsweet?
Or Elsweet, sorry. I'm getting them
Elsweet.
confused with the other ones.
That's all good.
Yeah, and Elsweet's not this building. Obviously, this is a church.
Are you
No, it
speaking? No, it
Is it?
is. Yeah, it's behind the
Oh, okay.
ornate door.
I see. Oh, and then also we just wanted to talk to. We had an encounter on the way with. It seemed to be our sweet descendants, except we saw ghost version or forms of them.
I would be careful, my child. What you're talking is blaspheme. The only Elsuite that resides still within the city of Ire is Duchess Elsuite.
I see.
And he looks at you kind of a little bit judgmental.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that it was a hot topic or anything. Just it's something we experienced and want to know more about.
The children of Duchess Elsuite passed away in a tragedy more than 30 years ago. She is without kin. There is no more Elsuites.
Very unfortunate, very sad situation to hear about.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are you seeking an audience with Duchess Elsuite?
I would like to talk to her about it. But if would it be advisable to do that?
Duchess Elsuite is quite old, and we value her in the city of Ire. She does still take audiences. She does not have any scheduled as far as I'm aware. I would be careful with your words, of course. She should be getting ready for Earl Galloward's ball, which is taking place tonight. She might have a moment or two to speak with you. You should speak to the guard at the entrance of her house at the back of the church.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. There's definitely a lot of very useful information.
Of course. And again, just warning, be careful with your words. They carry weight.
I will make sure to use as silver of a tongue as possible.
And he will bid you adieu.
Hey guys, I've been
There's a problem with audio right now. Sounds like a constant buzz. Is it fixed? Bunker?
Wait. Oh, I just listened to the stream, yeah.
Hold on, let me...
Me, yep. Yes, it's your mic.
Unmute. Now is that better?
You see? Nope, still
No,
there.
it sounds like feedback,
Yeah.
like what you would get from having a guitar too close to an amp.
Wait, how long has it been? Make the sound max, got the licks.
The sound is max. Look.
Wait, let me pop
weird.
this
I
open
can
real
hear
quick.
it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the feedback. I moved my mic.
Your mic sounds very different on the Twitch stream. Do you not have a second mic that's not activated currently? That's accidentally set to.
No, it's the one mic that I'm using. Hold on, is that better?
No.
Nope.
That better.
Yeah.
I had to switch to my webcam
Yeah.
mic. I don't know
Okay.
what happened.
Yeah, that's strange.
Especially because it's only happening not in Discord, but in this... I don't know. That's weird. All right.
Weird.
Anyways, proceeding onwards.
Yeah. Before going and approach to the guards, I'd go and look. Oh wait, Andrea, you said you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I've been thinking lately, you know? We're out here, it's dangerous, right? There's no dungeon delvers. If another dungeon comes up, we might have to deal with it too, you know? And I'm not getting any younger. I'm 50. I'm over 50 years old. I think I'm gonna stay back while you talk to them and talk to the priest about maybe taking up a faith.
Huh?
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. But also, before I then go talk to the guards and you guys refer to her as the Duchess. Or what? How can I refer to her again?
He referred to her as Duchess Elsweet.
Duchess Elsweet. Before I go talk to her again, is there anything that I missed that I can say?
I've never really talked to anyone of such a stature, and I'm not sure how to start a good conversation about meeting your dead children and then
I mean,
talking about a treasonous dungeon guild.
Yeah, I don't. Should I bring up the children? I like. Is it even something that's like that we should tell her about?
Maybe don't lead with it. We could approach simply as concerned people and call for the reignition of the dungeon delvers.
Yeah,
If anyone were to help,
I have
she could.
I have an
Well-
idea to bring up the whole children tragedy.
Yeah.
We can talk about how we saw ghost children on our way here.
Ah.
Just don't give them the names or details right away.
Well,
Yeah,
if
that's
she
fine.
knows the direction we came from, I would imagine she knows the location very well.
Okay,
Oh.
so let's
It could
just
be
say
very
that
haunting.
it could be. But I mean, if we just say we just saw it, we don't know anything about it. Maybe she'll be more like understanding if we bring it up.
I don't know.
I guess, yeah, I will just go with the flow of the conversation. But definitely this, because she did, the priest did say that she was a prominent figure. So hopefully, if we can get her support with the Delvers Guild, and she announces it, that it'll actually reignite some adventurers to come join.
Are you
Alright.
saying we become the Adventurers Guild?
Or I don't know if we should become it, but I definitely think it needs to be reignited. I mean, what about the villages in the surrounding area?
This is true.
Yeah.
Our village is one of many, and who knows how many are under the same oppression.
That's true.
Let's try
Yeah.
it.
I think that should be our main goal. I think that if the
Good.
ghost.
Good luck, Andrea.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
thank-
luck, Andrea.
Thank you. You too. And don't get
Yeah.
us in any trouble.
I'll try my best. Okay. Can we continue?
Yes. So you are speaking to the guard, correct?
Yes. So I approach the guard and say, "Good day, sir.
Hello.
We would like to request an audience with the Duchess, if that is fine."
He'll sniff. He'll set his spear down to the side and pull out a little book. Lick his fingers. Turn a couple of pages. You are in luck. Your next audience and last audience of the day is taking place in 5 minutes. It is available. Would you like to take part?
Yes.
He'll take
With
out
my
a
party over here, and I also point to Golden Wolf and Wetwood.
What are your names?
Percival.
Percival. The rest?
Golden Wolf.
Gold. Strange name, but okay. And the last?
Wetwood.
Speaking of strange names,
Yeah, that's fair.
do you have any titles?
No.
Any lands?
Representatives of Kaim.
Yes, that's a good one. Representative of Kaim.
You speak for the entire village of Kaim.
Yes. Well, we
Yes.
got, from the elder there.
Alright, representatives of the village of Kaim. Escort them in, and he'll close his book and put it down to his side. And he'll open the door. And it slides open. It's quite large, but he is able to do so quite easily. Please proceed in to the antechamber and await to be called.
Okay. I walk in.
I do the same.
Is it like a waiting area?
Yes, you enter in, and it is completely different to the sanctuary. The walls are ornate white with golden filigree flowers etched into it, and it seems like either gold or gold leaf is outlining each of the flowers. You would know that these flowers are the L-sweet flower. In the center of the chamber, there is a almost pure marble statue of what looks to be Yaris, or you would assume to be Yaris. Though mighty in appearance, has a very soft face and is holding a bundle of L-sweet flowers outwards. And around the sides you see marble staircases on either side of the statue, and there are seats, almost like pews, but they're made of like mahogany or another dark wood of similar nature. And the guard on the interior says, "Please take a seat. Your name will be called shortly." Once your name is called, you will go up the right step, and it is the first room on the right. If you are found in any other room, you'll be punished to the full extent of the law.
Thank you, sir. I'll take a
Thank
seat.
Thing.
While we're waiting, I want to look around the room a little more. Are there any family portraits, paintings, anything like that?
In a small alcove next to the door, you'll notice a painting of what looks to be a young woman, probably about the age of 26 to 28, with two children in a field with a fairly large dog. And there what appears to be a very small altar. And the altar has a bundle of L-sweet flowers, as well as some candles, and what looks to be a small doll, and a wooden sword on it as well.
And they're splitting images of what we saw, aren't they?
Yes. Though the woman you do not know, but you can assume to either be their mother or perhaps a wet nurse.
Oh yeah, wet nurses were a thing. Why do they call a random above board question? Why do they call it a wet nurse?
They would breastfeed.
Okay. I've just heard the term, but I never guess I thought.
As far as I'm aware, that's the reason why they were called wet nurses, is because they would breastfeed in the absence of the mother.
Okay. And it was...
Or in place of the mother in case they were a noble of household, because
Yeah.
it was seen unbecoming for a noblewoman to breastfeed her own children.
That's Freya's correct. I looked it up.
Yeah, I did too. It's really neat.
And it's Timothy and Valentina, correct?
Yes, that was their full names, but you know them as Tim and Tina.
I looked over at Percy and he's like, "You got this?"
I will try my best. I look over at Gold and say, Gold, there was the children gave you a flower, the handkerchief, right?
Yeah. It
Can I-
had the what?
It had the symbol, yeah.
Yeah. It had the
Can I hold out my hand and say, may I have it?
sure. That's just amazing.
Thank you.
Now, as you're sitting there, it is fairly quiet. You do hear a single chime, just ding. And at that moment, the guard in the interior looks over to you. He pulls out a notebook. Representatives of Kime, Wetwood, Golden Wolf, and Percival, please make your way to the audience chamber now.
Okay, let's, I guess, go. I get up and start walking towards the audience chamber.
Okay. As you make way up to the audience chamber, and I'm assuming you probably look left and right, even though you are going right, you notice that the walls are all that same marble with the filigree of the L-sweet flowers done throughout it. You also notice an absence of any sort of painting or statuary. There are several vases with L-sweet flowers that are, again, solid white with that gold inlay with L-sweet flowers in them, but other than that, it's absent of any notable pictures.
Very beautiful, I must say.
And you make your way to the audience chamber. There is no guard placed there. It is just a single door with the words audience chamber on a placard on it.
Guys, bow when we make greeting. She is
It's not.
royalty.
That is true. Okay. I open the door.
You open the door. You see a single table with 6 chairs around it. One of the chairs is noticeably more elaborate and is positioned directly in front of a stained glass window with the L-sweet flower made from yellows and gold hues, almost having shimmery rays etched into the stained glass as well, almost painting the floor as well in this rainbow of yellow and greens. The table is a rich, dark wood with a gold inlay around it, and a single candelabra is in the center with their flames lit. The room is illuminated single-handedly by this single candelabra and the window behind it. But because of the sheer whiteness of the walls, the room, though should be dark, is significantly brighter than what it should be. There is a single door on the left and right side of the room that is counter to the door that you entered from. The floors are carpeted with this yellow, bright yellow, not a single stain on it, with an ornate pattern into it as well. Again, also absent from this room are any sort of portraits. The only thing that are on the walls are shelves of books and vases of the L-sweet flower.
Okay. I approach the table. No one's sitting at the table yet.
No one is at the table.
I'm gonna stand behind the chair at the table, but not sit yet.
Okay. Golden Wolf, What would?
I'll do the same, but slightly off to the side, just because I remain visible.
Okay.
I would also like to, very quickly prestidigitate any dirt and grime and nasty off of myself.
Okay. You are cleaned.
And if there is time before she enters, I will do the same with my companions.
You would have plenty of time, as you are waiting there for probably a good 20 minutes standing. And after about 20 minutes pass, do you guys do anything within those 20 minutes?
No.
Okay.
Just stand on the chair and wait.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The door on the left opens and a guard steps out and he says, "Presenting the Duchess Elsuite at your service. Please take your seats." And he will step aside and an old woman in what appears to be dark, I believe it's dark blue, hold on. Trying to pull up her picture. Apologies. Yeah, she's in a white, almost porcelain white gown with an L-suite trim around her waist. She is wearing a blue ornate silk shawl and a cape made of the deepest of blues. Her white hair is pinned back in a bun, and her head is covered with a dark blue hat with a white ribbon, or a light blue ribbon around it.
As she walks in, I bow.
And she will make a small nudge, and she walks over to her chair. The guard goes over, pulls it out for her, and she sits down, and it moves forward. She then waves him off, and as she sits, a pitcher of tea appears on the table, as well as in front of all of you, a porcelain white glass teacup with a gold filigree around it appears as well. And she motions for you to sit.
Take a seat.
I take a seat as well.
Now, dearies, I believe you are representatives of the village of Kime. I do pardon the wait. I was getting ready for Oral Gallowwood's ball. How may I be of service to your humble village?
Oh, great, Duchess. We
Oh,
come to you
please, you
representing...
don't have to refer to me as Great Duchess or even Duchess. You may just call me Lady Elwater. Or Elsweet.
Lady Elsuite. We come to you in a very troubling time that happened down at Kime, and would like to seek your word on it.
Of course.
For you... Sorry, Karen?
Oh, I was just saying of course.
And she takes a sip of her tea.
For you see, something very unfortunate happened. One of the dungeons opened near the village and nearly burnt it to ashes.
Oh, that is quite not well. Is the village all right?
Luckily, we barely managed to stop the attack and quarrel for now, but there was just some concern as obviously the dungeon delvers were called to help, but understandably none came to help us.
Yes, the troubles that have befallen the Delvers Guild, and of course the Gallowwood family. Yes, it is quite a tragedy. I am quite familiar with the village of Kime. You all are far too young to myself and my family would pass through Kime on our way to Caerleon, where we actually had a home away from home there. We would take the boats to different nations from there. Unfortunately, that time has passed since the tragedy of my children. But unfortunately, we cannot spare any of our gods. I do believe there are probably some adventurers still around in the inn. What was it called? I do believe it was called the Laughing Pixie, yes. You might find some there, but unfortunately the guild has long since been abandoned since the tragedy.
Freya.
Yes.
Freya, your mic is...
Your mic.
What?
is
Oh my
really
god,
low.
what is happening now?
It's like...
I
don't know
don't
how to
hear
put it
half
out.
of what you're saying. I'm making out what you're saying, but it's difficult.
Okay,
Yeah,
is this
I like
better?
music, but how do-
No.
My god, I don't know what is happening. I'm switching to all of my mics. Hello.
Maybe...
Is it okay? So
It's
are you
weird.
talking about Streamlabs or are you talking about Discord?
Discord.
It's Discord now.
Because whenever you're speaking, just randomly it'll cut and go really soft and then really like back to normal, really soft. I think your mic might not be cash money anymore.
Or Discord just being stupid. Hold on. Hello, 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 hello.
I was just saying like, oh god, I'm trying my best to process everything.
Okay, how is this?
Say it like a
Same.
full paragraph, because it only happens we talk for long.
The Sanctuary of Yaris exists within the village of the township of Ire. Is this better?
That sounded better.
Sounded better.
Discord
Okay.
changed my mic. Just randomly.
I hate when that happens.
Can someone check the stream, please?
Okay.
Hello? Can you all hear me? Do I sound fine?
There's a slight...
There's a slight what?
buzz, but it is much better than it was before.
Yeah,
I
I-
didn't hear anything out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening with my mics. I apologize.
Do you have a noise gate on your mic on?
I don't have any program running to change anything with my mic.
Alright. After stream, I'll show you how to add a filter to it on Streamlabs.
Well, that's just it. I have a manual filter, and I don't understand what is happening.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, it's okay. We'll figure it out after stream.
Anyways,
Yeah.
where was I?
Turning on, home away from home, go to boats, different villages, nations.
Right.
That ballpark.
But is there anything else that I could do for you?
Well, there is two things that I would like to ask, and I think I want to bring up the first one because I want to bring this up with the utmost and highest degree of respect, and but we did have an encounter on our way from Kaim.
Was it some sort of beast or monster?
No. Instead, when on our way here, we saw two children playing with a dog, and we approached them because we were quite naturally worried, as you see. And upon further communication with the children, and that they handed us this handkerchief, which I take out and lay on the table. Then well, how far is she from where we're sitting?
She is directly in front of you, but it is a round
Directly in
table,
front of you.
so you can
Okay,
push
so
it towards her.
I then push it towards her, and they told us to come find the person or there. And yeah, so, and then we obviously recognize the symbol on it.
She will reach over and pick it up, and it's solid white, almost brand new. This is quite familiar. And then she turns it over and she sees the emblem. Where did
The
you
children-
get this?
That's the thing. The children seem to vanish after we talk to them.
She looks down at it and she's just kind of caressing it, tracing the flower. This was Timothy and Valentina's, my children. This was theirs.
But
They were... We never found this. The accident. Your carriage went over the road. Fido, our dog, pulled them from the wreckage, but they had passed. When we found them, he was laying on top of them, trying to protect them. He had died too. We buried them all on the spot, in hopes that no others may pass.
it is a super unfortunate, and my deepest condolences.
So what did these children say? She'll take out her own handkerchief and kind of wipe her eyes.
They told us to come find their mother and that they were waiting for their parents.
I didn't know. I'll have them exhumed and brought to our city. They shouldn't be alone any longer. We thought it was the right thing to leave them there. You were wrong. I'm sorry.
The
But-
loss of a loved one is... Oh, sorry.
If they trusted you with this, you are good people.
We only thought it was right that we come and tell you about the situation.
I have a
again,
request, if that is all that you had to ask of me.
There was a second thing, but
No,
we will first
proceed.
gladly...
I will wait.
The only second request that we wanted to talk about is the unfortunate situation that obviously happened at the Delvers Guild. It is horrible what happened, but obviously what happened was justice. It was justice. But now we face a situation where we're scared something like what happened at Kaim happens again, and there's no guild to come to the aid of any of the surrounding villages.
I'm going to stop you there because I believe our hopes are aligned. I, for a long time now, have believed that the incident that happened with the old guild master was not true. I have no proof, at least at this moment, but I hope to uncover it this evening. There is going to be a ball at Earl Gallowwood's home. And as you know, it was his wife, the Lady Gallowwood, that did pass. I believe that someone else was at fault for her murder. Even someone of my station, I cannot go without proof. I would like your group to attend the ball as my guards to try and uncover the truth of this tragedy that has befallen our city and these families.
If foul play was definitely happened, then I think we would love to help you put justice to it, because no one should have to be accused of something like that when it wasn't them.
I was good friends with the old guild master. I provided funds to begin the Delvers Guild here. I believed in their mission. I believed in him. He did not have the heart for murder. And I knew, as I do know everyone, the Lady Gallowwood She trusted the Guildmaster as much as I. There was no dishonesty, there was no hate. Something ill has befallen these noble houses. Our noble houses. And I need to get to the bottom of it. There's very few I can trust in this city. Especially one as old as myself and alone as I am. I must be extra cautious.
That is understandable. I'm sure, I look at Gordy and Golmuth, we would definitely like to help you.
Well, if my children trust you to seek me out and pass their message along, then I trust you as well. Meet me at Hascalabord. We will provide you with finery. And I do see that you are adventurers, of course, so you may bring armor and gear, as you will be my guards as well. If you agree. You'll be very well compensated as we get to the bottom of this.
Okay, I will definitely...
It would be our honor.
It would be, yeah.
You can wait at the Laughing Pixie, and I will send a guard with you to get you when I am being summoned to House Galloward. It will be in about 2 hours.
Okay.
How many are in
I
your
will
party? I'm assuming there's more than just you three.
Yes, it's us 3 plus 1 more, so 4.
Very well. Gather your party, and I will see you all at House Galloward tonight.
Is there anything special that I must bring or anything like that?
Not at all. My guard will escort you to the house, and we will enter together. Once we enter the facility, or once we enter the house, you will take your station, not at my side nor in the party room. All house guards are to be outside in the garden, and, well, there is probably going to be some sneaking around to be done. We need to find evidence of ill. Lady Galloward, before she passed, sent me a letter saying that she wanted to leave the house, that she feared for herself. I believe that it was actually Earl Galloward that killed her husband. But I have no evidence of this, and I cannot accuse him without evidence.
I see. That is, especially if you got a letter, that's very suspicious indeed. We will definitely assist in this. We'll gather our 4th member and then go to the location you said.
Thank you. I will see you in 2 hours. And she will get up and bow and then step out.
I'll meet her bow and stand out.
I'll do the same.
As you all step up from the table, the glassware, the teacups, and the tea all disappear.
Okay, oh my, that's so cool.
The Laughing Pixie it is.
Yeah, let's go get
see if that priest has Andrea dressed up in robes yet.
I don't think I'll have ones big enough, but let's go.
They have wall curtains.
Okay, yeah, we walk out. Do we see Andrea?
Andrea, what would you have been doing this entire time?
I would have been talking to the priest
All right.
at the altar.
She said,
I'm thinking about picking up a faith. I want to know about the gods of the realm. I want to know more about them. You know, obviously everybody's heard bits in here and there, and you know, I really just want to get down to the nitty gritty of it with them.
Of course. So he would have discussed the divine,
Okay.
about Zelana, the all goddess, the mother of the worlds and the creator of the 8 divine spirits, young deities born from her very flesh. She no longer exists within the world. She either died, as some heretics believe, or that she willingly gave up her life to give birth to her 8 divine children. A few still follow her, even though that she would not give them power, as she no longer exists. There is Vanas, the god of winds and travel, typically a dispassionate god, typically found within storms or places of strong winds high in the mountains. Not very emotional, very dispassionate, because if he was to become very passionate, his power would become overwhelming, and the winds themselves would strike up very strong currents. Followers of Vanas typically form no attachments. They travel where the wind goes. They typically don't have any specific home. They live more of a nomadic life. They don't value gold, gems, or sentimental items even. And they are non-emotional at all times. They prefer to be stoic. And then there is Anir, the god of waters and tricks. Very playful, trickery afoot. He loves to play tricks and revel in parties and jubilations. But one of the things that he values above all is to never lie in any of his tricks or pranks. He's found in oceans, places of strong rainfalls like the rainforest. Typically, he never means to cause harm, but in some of his pranks he will, and in some rare cases has killed 1 or 2 people. He's also very wise. As the waters are and the winds too, they travel throughout the realm, picking up knowledge here or there. He seeks to bring laughter and joy to all those around him, to be wise and adjust as needed, like the flow of the water in the mighty river, always changing course when needed. Be truthful in all that you do and never let a lie pass your tongue. And above all, keep all water pure, and any that would pollute them in them.
Okay.
Aten, the god of knowledge and magic, seeks any and all mysteries and lore, be it arcane or mundane. He would travel around the world, and it could be found anywhere from deserted ruins to massive cities and giant libraries. He's always willing to trade and barter for any knowledge that he does not himself have, and will do so fairly. He does not want to play a trick. However, to keep a secret in front of him is considered the gravest of sins, and could have ramifications to do so. So always be honest in what you do, and be truthful and forthright. Tenets of his are to seek knowledge and trade it fairly, keep no secrets and deny those that do so. Also, though, record your life in a journal from the day that you pick up his faith. Not just your life, but those around you. All knowledge, no matter how small, matters. And above all, do not abide by the destruction of knowledge. Strike down those that would destroy books, tomes, or scrolls. A more mysterious one is Beerus. She's typically found in the frozen lands to the north. Those that have sought her speak of her being surprisingly kind and warming, but typically expire shortly after from extreme hypothermia. It's rumored that she kills them because of how cold she is. Not on purpose, but we don't know. Very little is known about her. We don't even know her tenets, what she lives to live by. We do know that she favors the icy flower of the silver Oshrasi flower, Oshrasi flower. And that she loves to sing. Etros, the god of forest and life, are actually silent. They are mute by nature. They communicate in simple gestures and crude drawings. typically found in forests, glades, and meadows, or wherever life grows green and abundant. He values nurture and care for others in the forest, and typically druids worship him. His tenets are typically nurture the forests and glades, don't allow the destruction of them, don't abide any who is injured or sick, treat them and take them to one that can treat them. If any willingly spread illness or injury, they shouldn't go unpunished, and grow life. Plant seeds or a garden or give birth. Life is sacred. All life.
Yeah.
Fumos is the goddess of flames and love. She's passionate and fiery as the element that she embodies. She's typically found in deserts or volcanic regions, though can easily be found in the hearth of a home or an inn. She seeks to find and make friends and is always willing to help those that are seeking love. She be passionate in all that you do, never forsake those that you love or whom you love. Support and care for the ones holding your heart, for love comes in all forms. And always hold hope. Be the light in the darkness for those who have fallen into despair. And never allow your flame of passion, whatever it may be, and of hope to be extinguished.
Yeah.
One of the last two, Zotas, is the god of earth and crafting. He's typically found in mountains and caves. He loves to gather metals and gems and hoard them in piles. As such, many dragons are fond of hunting down dens of Zotas sprites and taking over their hordes and keeping the sprites out. However, Zotas doesn't really mind. Him and his sprites are happy that one has found worth in the gifts of the earth. He values the earth, so cherish it, as it is the foundation of all life. Respects the gift of the earth, and do not toss them aside without remorse. And create things, be them blades, armor, or homes, from the gifts that the earth provides. And pay no mind to those that have more, for the earth provides to those who seek rewards. And the last one is Matthias, the goddess of death and shadow. Though she is typically feared and are typically only seen upon the death of someone, it's important to note that she's not. It's never been confirmed that she actually kills or harms anyone, or they're just seen. Those that have interacted with her have found her to be kind and solemn. Her tenets are typically respect those that have fallen and honor their memories. Places of the dead are sacred and no blood should be spilled upon those grounds. And those that desecrate the sanctity of the dead shall join them. And lastly, smile. Smile always, for you never know when you or someone you love will be their last day.
Aha! I'm liking this Fumos. And honestly, Matthias, pretty good. I like these two.
Well, I could bring you, I do have a scroll of both if you would like to look over them.
You know, but I borrowed a Fumos one. I would like to look into her more.
Of course. And he'll take out a scroll from behind the pulpit, and here you go. We have many, so that one is yours. It goes over her tenets and her symbols and where's her history as well.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I think I see my friends coming in now, and Wetwood, Percy, Golden Wolf.
That is when you guys walk in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how's the
Yeah.
religion coming?
How's the religion coming? It went well. You know, I learned a lot of good stuff, and I'm really connecting with this Fumos character, you know? I want to protect you guys. It's always been part of my philosophy in life. That you should take care of those you love. And I can lay worship to Fumos by protecting you. And I really appreciate it. I think that is someone I want to follow. I'm going to be reading through this scroll and looking at the history and things. But I think I found my goddess.
The priest will tap you on the shoulder there, Andrea. Ma'am, I do apologize. I did overhear. If you are seeking to worship Fumos, I could get you in touch with a cleric. I'm not sure if you're seeking to join a clerical order or perhaps that of the paladins. She does have both. The cleric would be able to guide you in her tutelage if you wish.
You know, I don't know if I'm quite ready to be a paladin or a cleric, but I will definitely keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
Well, just in case, and he will take out a small sliver of parchment. Here is her information if you wish to send her a letter, or if you have any more questions about Fumos.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much. You've been a wonderful help.
Of course. And he will walk away.
Beautiful. All right. What you guys discuss?
Oh, there is a
We're
lot.
going to a ball.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a little girl growing up here, I would see them across. I would sit at the river with my brothers and sisters, and I would see them put on these massive parties over there. And I always thought, how wonderful would it be to go see one of those?
Well,
Yeah. Well, you see.
kind of get to go to one now, except not
Yeah.
quite.
So good
Ah.
news, it's a ball.
Haha!
Bad news, it's a covert spy mission to see if the king or the high up killed his wife.
I like.
I
twist on
say this
things.
not loud. By the way, I said this.
I was about to say, I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I was to say I make sure to look around and whisper it.
You never know.
That no. I mean, I was looking even. Yeah, that's what I said. It's whisper, whisper. But yeah.
Fantastic.
But we'll
on.
talk more about it outside. Let's not be in here.
Fantastic. Yeah, I like to twist on things.
Yeah.
And I start heading out. Come on, y'all.
Are we?
Alright. As you leave the Sanctuary of Yaris, you do see that the streets, the hustle and bustle is dying down as the sun is edging ever closer to the horizon. And you know that you do need to go to the Laughing Pixie and wait for about 2 hours until the guard comes and gets you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
See
So
if we can get a nice corner table with a booster
No.
seat.
Yeah, we'll get you a
Booster
booster
seat.
seat.
yeah. So as we walk, I explain to Andre everything that the lady. The name.
Elsweet.
I'm gonna say Elsweet.
Elsweet.
Elsweet. I say Elswater because of the first thing. But yeah,
Sorry.
All good.
I say everything that she told me.
Okay.
Where is it on the map?
Here.
South.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, right there.
So as you approach the Laughing...
North.
Oh,
north.
north,
Yeah,
north.
the Laughing Pixie is north.
We were tired.
So as you approach the Laughing Pixie, you do notice the symbol above the door is that of a pixie. How do I put this? You see a mug of ale that has been carved into the wood, of course, and you see an image of a pixie. Her belly button and to about her knees are submerged into the ale. And her legs are kind of kicking out of the mug, and she is thrown back in laughter.
I like
They
this.
they,
place.
they really literally name the taverns. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the broken wheel.
I know, but I thought
The
that was
broken
specific.
anvil.
I know. I thought it was specific to our village. I haven't really explored out.
It's a theme.
I
Fair
noticed.
enough. And that is where we will end the session as you are at the door to the Laughing Pixie.
Nice.
Fantastic.
You have to get your little lick here.
I'll move him.
There you go.
I put the names on the buildings.
On the building.
Yeah, but we're covering it up.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Alright, but that is everything for this session. I hope you guys did enjoy it. It will be up on YouTube here shortly. Sorry for all the weird audio things. I'm not sure what was going on with that. Apologies. We're hoping to get that sorted soon. Otherwise, we will see you next session in our future streams in our Discord. If someone wants to plug that in real quick. We'll also have the link to our Discord in our YouTube when we upload this as well, so be sure to come check us out. And give us a like, follow, and subscribe if you like what you see here today. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, as always, may the dice forever be in your favor. Bye, everyone!
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.